Good governance has always been core of government policies. 1.6 million ringgit worth of illegal health and cosmetic products seized. Hello and good afternoon. I'm Moana Priya. Welcome to News on 2. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak said good governance has always been the core of government policies and his administration ever since he took office in 2009. He said soon after he became Prime Minister, he introduced 3 initiatives: One Malaysia Concept, Government Transformation Program and the Economic Transformation Program, which were all essential to good governance in the country. During his speech at the United Nations Association Malaysia Biennial Dinner last night, Datuk Sri Najib said with the Transformasi Nasional 2050, TN50, which would be the nation's next long-term development program, it was another clear example of the government practicing good governance. He said TN50 was transformative, new and an innovative approach to policy making, while its bottom-up process involved extensive engagement with the Rakyat through their input and views. Datuk Sri Najib added, Malaysia also aims to be high on UN Human Development Index, the UN World Happiness Index, and to score very positively on Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index. The Court of Appeal has reversed the decision of the High Court that allowed the Selangor government to stop the Election Commission from presenting the delineation report to the Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak. The unanimous decision was made by a 3-man bench led by Justice Umi Kalthum Abdul Majid. On July 5th, Justice Azizul Azmi Adnan allowed the state's injunction on the grounds that the EC had not disagreed with the state's interpretation of Section 8 in the 13th schedule of the Federal Constitution. That section states that the EC shall submit its report on the redelineation exercise to the Prime Minister after it has completed the inquiries for all 11 states in the peninsula, including Selangor. However, the Selangor government can still enforce the suspension order on the EC to prevent investigations pertaining to the judicial review application, which will be heard based on its merits on December 7th. The Johor state government is committed to combating cross-border drug smuggling activities by working with the government in Riau, Indonesia. Cooperation between the two governments is crucial and in line with national policies on drug-related activities. According to the Johor Health, Environment, Education and Information Committee Chairman, Dato' Ayub Rahmat, through the Joint Drug Prevention Dialogue of Riau Province Government, he is confident that drug activities can be curbed with the solid cooperation of both parties.
Lihat bahawa masalah ini ada hubung kait di antara Johor umpamanya dan juga di Kepulauan Riau ini, terutamanya yang berkaitan tentang penyalahgunaan dadah dan juga pengedaran ini. Maka kita lihat bahawa ini adalah merupakan satu langkah yang baik di antara dua negeri, dan kita telah tadi bersetuju supaya hubungan ini diperkukuhkan.
Dato' Ayub met with the media while he was leading the Drug Prevention of Johor Media delegation to Riau Province. The 3-day visit, which began yesterday, involved agencies such as the National Anti-Drug Agency, AADK, Malaysian Drug Prevention Association, Pemadam, State Education Department and Yayasan Pelajaran Johor, YPJ. The newly opened complex of the Bukit Kayu Hitam Malaysia-Thailand Border Inspection Centre would help shake off the image of Bukit Kayu Hitam as a smuggler's haven. Kedah Police Chief Dato' Asri Yusof is confident that the new complex will reduce all the weaknesses which have been identified as obstructing the operations of enforcement agencies in the area. According to Dato' Asri, the police are ready and prepared to take on duties at the new complex, which has longer operating hours.
18 sekarang ke 20 jam pada 1 bulan November dan seterusnya pada 1 Januari 2019 operating 24 jam. So sedia maklum kompleks kita yang baru ni akan siap bersamaan dengan tarikh yang saya sebutkan tadi, fasa 1.
He was speaking to the media after closing the 21st Malaysia-Thailand Border Information Cooperation Agency's meeting in Langkawi. Also in attendance were Songkhla Police Chief Major General Prida Piamwari and 18 delegates from Thailand. The three-day meeting, which began yesterday, was attended by 48 senior police officers and other law enforcement agencies from Malaysia and Thailand to discuss the latest information on cross-border crimes. The Pharmaceutical Enforcement Division of the Negeri Sembilan Health Department has seized 842 illegal health and cosmetic products worth 1.6 million ringgit between January and October this year. State Health Director Dr. Zainuddin Muhammad Ali said the products were seized as they were found to be unregistered and suspected to be laced with poison.
Jadi sepanjang Januari dan Oktober sehingga Oktober 2017 ini, sebanyak 842 perkara produk kesihatan dan kosmetik terlarang yang bernilai RM1,617,129 telah dirampas oleh cawangan pengawasan farmasi Bahagian Pengetahuan Farmasi Jabatan Kesihatan Negeri Sembilan. Ini adalah yang tertinggi berbanding dengan 2 tahun lepas.
Dr. Zainuddin said his department has also seized products worth 80,000 ringgit during raids on 2 online sellers, whereas 47 Facebook accounts found involved in such activities had been deactivated. Complaints and inquiries on status of products can be made at the National Pharmacy Regulatory Division website at npra.moh.gov.my or at pharmacy.gov.my or by calling the state's Pharmaceutical Enforcement Division at 067664800. 2 students were believed to have drowned when they fell into a monsoon drain near the Kampung Muhibah People's Housing Project in Kuala Lumpur yesterday afternoon. 3 friends, Muhammad Shafiq Akmal Amran, Rafiuddin Fakrullah Rizwan and Aidil Azhar Sham Safri were on their way back from school and crossed the monsoon drain around 3 p.m. It was reported that Shafiq and Rafiuddin were swept away by the strong current, while Aidil managed to save himself. Aidil then informed the school authorities, who in turn alerted the police. A search and rescue operation was launched to locate the duo. The SAR is still ongoing with the help of Fire and Rescue Department and Civil Defence Department. City Fire and Rescue Department Operations Room Chief Zamani Ismail said the SAR is focusing at an area near PPR Kampung Muhibah, some 1 kilometre from where the students were last seen. Forensics officers are investigating the shocking discovery of a human skull at a rubber estate in Kampung Solok Komong, Jasin, Melaka, yesterday. Jasin Police Chief Deputy Superintendent Arshad Abu said the green-stained skull was discovered by a 42-year-old retired soldier about 8:15 a.m., who then lodged a report at Simpang Bekoh Police Station. DSP Arshad said no other skeletal parts of the human body were found at the scene.
Dan di tempat kejadian disahkan terdapat satu tengkorak melalui bentuknya iaitu tengkorak manusia yang tiada lain bahagian-bahagian badan ditemui di tempat kejadian. Dan setakat ini saya jalankan sampai forensik dan tengkorak tersebut akan dirujuk ke pihak patologis Hospital Jasin untuk mengenal pasti mungkin usia, mungkin jantina dan lain-lain yang diperlukan.
Police have ruled out foul play and the case was classified as sudden death. DSP Arshad urged members of the public, especially villagers who have lost their family member, to contact the police. Fraud intelligence system to be launched to combat fraudulent claims issue. Full story to come. Bank Negara Malaysia has targeted the national insurance penetration rate to breach 75% in 2020 from the current 56%. Governor Tan Sri Muhammad Ibrahim said the insurance and takaful industry has grown at a healthy annual rate of 10.47% in the 20 years prior to 2016, and now the sector accounts for 6% of the Malaysian financial system assets.
We should concentrate on serving the underserved segment, because the penetration rate can be improved greatly. We want everybody in Malaysia to be protected by at least one coverage. That is very important.
Speaking during the launch of the Malaysian Insurance Summit 2017 in Kuala Lumpur yesterday, Tan Sri Mohamad said BNM is partnering with the industry to roll out Perlindungan Tenang, a national branding and communication platform, next month. Perlindungan Tenang aims to reach 8 million working-age Malaysians and over 700,000 micro-enterprises that currently need insurance and takaful protection. Meanwhile, insurance industry players will launch the Fraud Intelligence System, FIS, come August next year to combat the issue of fraudulent claims. Chairman of Insurance Services Malaysia Berhad, ISM, Kong Shu Yin, said the system will be implemented in stages, beginning with the motor insurance segment before being extended to other segments.
It is estimated that by some worldwide researchers, about 10% of the claims is estimated to be fraudulent. Okay, that is by the statistics by some worldwide standards research.
Kong Shu Yin was speaking at a media press conference after the Malaysia Insurance Summit 2017. He added that FIS was jointly developed by ISM and BAE Systems at a cost of 10 million ringgit. The system will enable insurance companies and takaful operators to detect as well as minimize false claims using advanced technology and scientific data. The Perusahaan Otomobil Kedua Sdn Bhd Perodua Company has launched a 5-year road safety campaign to inculcate good ethics among Malaysian drivers. President and Chief Executive Officer Dato' Aminah Rashid Saleh said the statistics show that road accidents in Malaysia reached 500,000 last year, with a mortality rate of 6% higher than before.
The campaign will start from today. The videos will be uploaded, it will go into social media, main media and the rest, and we'll be having a lot more activities even at our showroom, our workshop. We'll be discussing more closely with particularly the 3 agencies under Kementerian, MyROS, JPJ dan juga JKJR.
Speaking to the media at the launch of the Perodua Road and Child Safety Campaign, Dato' Aminah Rashid said the preliminary focus of the 5-year program is based on the 4 cornerstones of good driving practices, namely wearing seatbelts, not using a mobile device while driving, using signal lights and use of child seats. UEM Sunrise Berhad plans to use part of the proceeds from the disposal of the 66.32 acres of land in Iskandar Puteri to increase its land bank in the Klang Valley. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Anwar Sharin Abdul Ajib said that currently the group has 5,260 hectares of land bank, mostly situated in Johor.
Very important for us to look at other land bank opportunities outside Johor. If people look at UEM Sunrise and they feel that we are very much concentrated in Johor, in Iskandar in particular, but we would like to send a message that we are actually a national developer.
Anwar Sharin met with the media after signing a purchase agreement with the property developer Country View Resources regarding the sale of land in Iskandar Puteri, Johor. The land customized for commercial use is ideally situated close to the exchange routes between the Beach Highway and Leboh Kota Iskandar. The selling of the land to Country View brings the total UEM Sunrise land bank in the southern region to a total of 40.46 hectares, with a total gross development value worth 34 billion ringgit. Coming up, MASOC to expedite payments to KL 2017 artists and volunteers. Now, the Malaysian Organising Committee, MASOC, is expediting payments to local artists who performed at the Kuala Lumpur SEA Games 2017. MASOC CEO Dato' Sri Zulkiflis Embong said the committee had completed 70% of the payments to the companies which were contracted to organise the officiating and closing ceremony of the KL 2017. Datuk Sri Zulkifli said that Masok had set a target for the contracted companies to fulfill payments to artists by the end of November. He added that the procurement by the 16 Masok subcommittees will be paid if the respective committee has submitted a complete payment request according to procedures set by the Kuala Lumpur Finance Committee 2017. The issue first came to light when singer Adibah Noor took to Twitter expressing her sadness that her friends performing at the SEA Games closing ceremony had yet to receive payments. Other celebrities who performed at the closing ceremony included Ella, Amy Serge and David Arumugam of the Alley Cats. In regard to the SEA Games volunteers, Masok said they have been paid their allowances after the claims were filed, although there are still volunteers who haven't been paid due to technical reasons.